Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The League of Amazing Adventurers here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. I hope everyone's keeping warm for our Canadian and Winnipeg viewers. The cold may not bother us most days, but, the amount of whiplash I've gotten from beautiful grass and foxes and raccoons fighting in my backyard to a foot and a half of snow is certainly a lot. There's now a whole just to update my friends. There is now a group of foxes and raccoons living behind my house. If I ever see them beginning to snap at each other, I'll start recording it. Because snapping is the most aggressive way to fight.
West Side Story taught me that.
Yes. But before we get going, we have a few announcements. Number one being our show schedule. On Friday, we're continuing the Chronicle, How the Other Half Lived, with our party doing a heist, I believe. They're going to do their best to heist. Then on Saturday, it'll just be me for Salt and Sorcery, as Matt's off for that week. But we're going to do something. I'll figure it out. Maybe take the night off. Maybe. Haven't really decided yet. We'll play it by ear. Then on Sunday, we have Stardew Sunday, where I've been playing through Stardew Valley. So if you want a chill farming stream to come and relax with me and, talk about the game, maybe get some spoilers and Q&A questions answered, come on down, hang out, relax, pull up a chair, and watch me become a blueberry tycoon. Then on Monday, we have the Strength of Thousands AP. It's going to be a fun episode because I'm going to, with Matt not being here for that, I'm going to take the girls on a little short one-shot that I'm calling Igara's Day Off.
Girls.
Take the girls.
Yeah, Igara's Day Off. Sorry, Igara Ex-Cultist's Day Off. There we go. That's the full name.
Don't worry, I can always return the next week and declare the whole thing a weird dream episode.
I'm very okay with that.
Oh boy.
So after that, of course, on Tuesday, we have Try Stuff Tuesday, where I'm going to be playing Croromon, a Pokemon game that's a Pokemon-like game, a monster training game. That's available on Steam, so we're going to be playing that. And that might become what we do on Tuesdays, because I've been seeing some people playing it, and it looks like a lot of fun. So if you want one of our party Pokemon named after you, come and join us for that. Then, of course, every Wednesday, we have the League of Amazing Adventurers, and next week could very well be the beginning of our third. What comes before penultimate? Like, what's the word for third to last?
Neo-penultimate.
Neo-penultimate.
No, that means new.
Yes.
That's not how Neo is used properly.
Fair enough. Our third to last arc for the League of Amazing Adventurers will probably be beginning next week.
That's us. Oh my god, that's us.
Which I'm calling League of Amazing Adventurers Dragonflight. No. I haven't named the arc yet, but it's going to involve the dragons, and it's going to involve Chip again. We're going to see Chip again, and Matt's going to be controlling two characters.
God bless.
And they're going to need it. So Matt, make sure Chip's leveled up.
That sounds like a threat.
That does sound like a threat. It is a threat.
You may have to remind me to do that.
I will remind you of that when you're back. And then other than that, I don't think there's any other programming announcements. Campaign 2's in the works. We have rough ideas for our characters figured out for that, and that really excites me.
We sure do.
It's going to be a good time.
I'm so excited.
I've decided to fully commit to the Western. So I've been rewatching some of my favorite Westerns, including The Treasure of Sierra Madre. So if you all want to see some of the themes that are explored in that, I would recommend going to watch that old film.
Look at me.
See,
I'm
for
a
a
girl
second-
with a gun. I'm out for blood.
For a
Me
second,
when
I
I'm a
thought-
girl with a gun that's
Will,
out
I
for
thought
blood.
you were making a reference to Fallout New Vegas, but I guess there really is just a movie called Sierra Madre.
Yeah, no, it's called The Treasure of Sierra Madre. It's about two guys who are down their luck. They get scammed into going and digging for gold, and it's them slowly losing their sanity while they do that.
Two bros.
lost me at 2 guys.
That's a fair point.
It ends up being 3 guys, and they end up basically like almost killing each other by the end of it. So you might enjoy that.
That's not a love story.
Oddly enough, it's one of the very few westerns I've seen where there's no violence towards women.
I can't wait to watch. I can't wait to play through Brokeback Mountain. That'll be fun.
I hate you.
You guys joke, but
You should.
you joke, but I do have a cow herding like side quest ready for y'all.
I believe that.
Okay,
I think that's really
I
beautiful.
believe you.
Yeah. And chat, when we get closer to the release of that, I'm going to be releasing some of our Western stuff on our Twitter and on our Discord. So if you want the stats for a cow swarm, keep an eye on us there. But that's all of our announcements. Next up is our introductions. I'm Will. I'm GMing tonight. I am, in fact, cosplaying as the villain they're about to be fighting right now.
And you know what? Respect for putting the effort in.
Agree.
I had energy today, and I was like, yes, this is what I want to do with this.
I remember that.
Right?
Having energy.
Yeah.
What a
Couldn't
time.
be me.
It was this morning when I had coffee.
But do you know who also had energy today? Abby, who plays Corellia, known as Abby's The World of Stage online. You can follow their TikTok. They just got the playlist feature. Ooh woo.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
That's wild to me. Like, it took me that long to just be able to put videos in categories.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know what qualifications I had to meet to get there, but apparently I met them.
It's a mystery. They don't give you any information about that.
It sort of happens one day.
Yeah.
Speaking of TikToks, we have McKenna playing Nimbus for @McKenna Ray on TikTok. They posted a TikTok the other day. It's really cool. There's a link to it in our Discord. Go show it some love. It took me a second to get the joke, but when I got the joke, it was very funny.
It's a joke for gay people.
I need to talk to a gay person. I need to talk to a gay person.
I was expecting
right
Matt
now.
to be the one to laugh at that.
I don't know why
that
that caught me off guard.
That sounds like a lovely segue to talk about the person playing Lynx tonight, Cooper.
Speaking of gay people, that's the segue we're going with.
That's the segue I'm going with.
I'm glad I wasn't having a sip at that point. I was sprayed everywhere.
And last but not least, the beacon of sanity for this group, the cornerstone of maturity. We have Matthew playing Garl.
So true.
You have vastly overestimated me, but I appreciate the thought.
But with all of our introductions done, all of our announcements done, also, just as a thing, I did enjoy Chrono Cross. We are going to now roll our intro. One. Last time on the League of Amazing Adventurers, our party continued to make their way through Castle Salagosa. After coming across an obstacle that often leaves adventurers and tabletop RPGs with their heads in their hands, our party bested it. The legendary door.
The door.
The door.
Instead of
We knocked
searching,
that bitch in by we exclusively me and Garl.
instead of
Knocked that
searching for
bitch
the keys
right
for
over.
it, Garl decided to make a Garl-sized hole through the door and succeeded. And thus our party began making their way up the stairs, led by the ghost of Abigail, towards the
No,
top.
forget. Did we decide to go up, or did we decide to do the vault?
You
Have
guys
we
were
I'm
made
sure
that
we made a
choice?
decision.
Okay.
I believe y'all were heading up.
And since we made the decision, we can't change it now.
I mean, if you want to change it now, you could.
We could go.
It's up to you. But when we last left, you were heading upstairs. So, yes, the stairwell is, of course, a lovely... It almost seems like it's going infinitely. But after a few moments, you hear a laughter, and then the stairwell's end is in sight. That was a super...
I changed my mind. I want to go down.
And why is that?
I hear laughter. Sounds rather sinister.
I'm also afraid of laughter, I understand.
We were going to have to deal with something sinister either way.
But,
Worse than Arinari.
and let me just put this idea out into the air, or put it out on the stoop and see if the cat licks it up.
Thank you, Squish.
We have proven that we can destroy the doors. So obviously, this tower is weak.
Mhm.
What if we just brought the entire tower down around their heads? We just stay down here and chip away at the wall and just crush them under debris.
I don't have a...
No, I
Oh,
really
let's
think
not.
you're
There,
onto something.
all of those statues down there are people.
Well, no, just the stuff above us.
Well, yeah, but then it would fall down onto the things below us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gravity. This is why you're the thinky person.
Thank you, Carl. That means a lot.
No! Sorry.
Pat.
I saw the villain point in chat, and I...
Relatable.
Getting your head out for the betrayal.
That's fair. Squishy is just bitter that we're so warm and cozy here in California.
Squishy, have I told you about all the wolves Will has been killing?
I've been purposely avoiding the wolves in Elden Ring.
There was an amazing red wolf that knew magic, that was going to school, that was going to turn its life around, and Will burst in
Wow,
and killed it.
Will.
I did kill Lolo.
You're I thought that was joking!
That's not his name, or its name, I don't know. It could be a girl wolf, I don't know.
Who knows? They don't gender and many of the monsters in Elden Ring. Oh, fun announcement I forgot. When we do beat Elden Ring, Matt and I are going to be doing a round of Smash and Paths with the Elden Ring bosses. Continuing.
It's going to be very one-sided.
Our party is walking up the stairs. They are at this moment of reprieve. Is there anything you'd all like to say to each other? Anything you'd like to do before you make your way and crest into the final room of this castle?
Garl spins and looks directly at Lynx. There's something I need to tell you.
Hi.
Your hair looks great today.
Thank you. You are ferocious.
Oh. Thank you. I think I know that word. Yes.
Nature is healing.
Good talk.
And yeah, as you all crest into the room, you see a gold pattern that has been almost baked into the floor. Lynx, you're able to automatically recognize it as something that's been transmuted into gold. Some substance was transmuted into gold to create this circle. Sitting across the top of the room, there's a chain that has a number of hooks with corpses on it. Two of which you recognize as the corpses, as the corrupted versions of the girls from the orphanage. And
We're dealing
sitting
with an alchemist.
in the top of the room on a slightly raised dais stage. You know how hospitals have operating theaters, but those are normally down? This is an operating theater that is up. And basically, on the table is a bunch of alchemical instruments and things. Along the sides of the room are a variety of shelves and tanks. Each of the tanks has several brains floating in it with the eyes still attached, and all the eyes are looking at all of you.
Sinister.
In a throne is a gaunt figure. Their skin sucked in, wearing a lovely pair of glasses, holding what appears to be a brain in a jar that they're sipping the brain liquid from, like a wine glass.
Ew.
In their other hand, they have some sort of device that has like 2 protruding areas with 1 more in the bottom. It's like a weird alchemical hourglass looking thing. And yeah, they sit there and they say, you were quicker than I expected. I didn't have time to finish fixing the girls yet.
I don't think they want you to fix them.
I don't think they need to be fixed in the first place.
Everyone can always be improved. Even yourselves.
That seems like be more of a matter of personal enlightenment and fulfillment.
Agreed.
No, the wonders of alchemy can do many things. He looks directly at you, Lynx. I'm sure you know that.
I don't know a damn thing that you're talking about. Me and my extendable limbs just cross
Shrug.
each other.
You see like 4 sets of limbs just go.
Harumph.
They keep the brain in the jar in the hand and they just kind of like stand up. Now I know each of your types. Trelladar has briefed me on it, but on the off chance that I am unsuccessful in this endeavor, a little parting gift for all of you. We do not work with Trelladar here out of camaraderie or shared goal. I am working with them out of necessity. Trelladar is attempting to open a gateway into the extra-dimensional space beyond our world, beyond the planes, to allow their Lord of Light to return to them. Now, I personally don't do very well in the light. I am a creature of the night. As he says that, a lightning strike cracks and illuminates the room.
Drama queen.
But at the very least, now you may have a better understanding as to their goals. And even if I am felled, perhaps, and he takes another sip of the jar of brain juice, creatures like myself will not be purged from the world if you're able to stop them.
Ugh.
Okay.
I think creatures like you should be purged. Although vampires as a whole,
Yes, vampires
fine.
as a whole. Fair enough.
you specifically, quite frankly, I hope you rot. I think you're vile.
Oh,
I
my
think you're
body has so
disgusting.
many preservatives pumped into it. That would be impossible.
You know, I've heard of a country where they do things like that.
Impossible. We'll see about that.
Let's roll for
We'll see
initiative.
about that.
Yeah.
As
Alright,
he
yeah.
snaps his fingers, the girls begin to move. They pull themselves off of their meat hooks and drop to the floor.
You had to say me.
Disgusting.
Well,
I might need,
because I remember to use it, gosh darn it, I would like to use my battle cry ability.
I will
Yay!
totally allow you to do that. Just let me pull up our lovely monster stat blocks. Alrighty.
Oh, do we have the initiative tracker up?
I did
Oops.
not have it up yet, sorry.
Oh.
My bad.
Maybe you should have
Are we-
asked us to roll for initiative then. Interesting.
Oh, it's popped up. You're all good. It just
That's not very
takes a
kawaii
second.
of you, McKenna.
I'm sorry. It takes a second.
That's okay. I inputted what I did roll the first time.
I will
That's
say,
okay.
doing this with like sunglasses on, surprisingly difficult. So I'm going to end the cosplay
Yeah.
so I can see the
Good for you.
screens. But that is what they look like. They're wearing the glasses. They have slicked back hair. They're in a lovely suit jacket. And yeah.
Is it lovely? Are we
Oh, it's a very.
are we
fancy-
married to that description?
It's a very fancy suit jacket. Like as we've said, everyone in this world is attractive. So
You know what, Will?
Oh man.
That's pretty villainous of you.
it is. This is my villain arc.
And if I were able to give you a second villain point, I would.
Well, at least I get to act before Garl.
Though, I get to do my intimidation first.
Yes, who are you intimidating?
Just because I imagine the poor meat hook ladies are more puppet than man at this point. I'm going to try and intimidate the vampire.
All right.
41.
Nice.
Yeah, because they don't have any, because they don't have all their buffs up yet, that'll succeed.
I looked in the eye, and for a moment, I put the fear of death beyond death into them.
It's like the shame wizard from Big Mouth.
He sees you, Garl, and he sees you, Garl, and they look you up and down as you send out that battle cry, and you just hear them mutter under their breath, It appears as though someone perfected their experiment.
It was Cassandra. It's her good work. Give credit to site sources.
Damn.
Cassandra, speaking of, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay, so let's see. I need to do a quick measurement. Oh goodness gracious. Oh, that's gonna. Okay. Everybody's close, and I can't cast outside of that, can I?
Nope.
Okay, so that's not an option. Okay. I'm going to do good old bestie. Oh wait, can I reach? Ah! Oh, why am I up so fast? Wait, no, that's wrong
Well, it's
thing.
because you have a decently high wisdom, and you rolled very well on your initiative.
Woo! Ah, I'm hating it right now.
Me.
Where is it? Oh my god, I got so many fucking spells.
If you'd like, the monsters can go first.
Oh, I would not. Where is it? It's the sun.
Oh, sunburst?
Yeah.
Searing light. There you are.
Oh, searing light. Yeah, I was gonna say sunburst in this room is gonna kill all of us, bestie.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to, because I can cast this at 7th level. So that should be
Nice.
another. What level is that? 4 points to hit.
That will hit because you are casting it before you can get stuff off, so that will hit.
Yes, perfect. And since I'm casting it at level 7, that's also, let's see, another fire damage increases by 2d6, and the good damage against fiend and undead increases by 2d6 per level. So that's 2 times 4 is another 8d6 damage.
All right, roll it.
Woo! I can do math. 5, 6, 7, 8.
52. So even 60 damage.
Nice.
Nice. That is a good opening salvo.
Oh, and I even did that mentally. I'm proud of myself.
Good on you.
And then for my last action, I'm going to cast guidance to Garl.
As you
No.
hit him with the searing light, he just like looks at you, and like you got him like right on the jaw, so like the little bits of his jaws just turned into like melting flesh, but they do begin to stitch back together.
Gross.
Don't do that! Don't do that!
Well, he's a vamp. Vampires have fast healing, but
He's a phantom.
All right.
no, unlike trolls, I don't think it can bring them back from death.
Nimbus.
I don't know that.
Alright. I'm gonna move forward just a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. And then I'm just gonna hit him with a good old-fashioned Interstellar Void. So if you could make that fort save for me.
Awesome. He has a +4 to this because of his persistent infusion.
Huh.
Only a 30.
That is a critical failure.
That was a 30 with a +4. Roll 20 doesn't add the.
Oh, gotcha. Well, then that's not a critical failure,
It's just
but
a regular
it's
failure.
still a regular failure.
The cold does not do as much damage as you think it would.
That's fair. It's more important to me that he's fatigued.
That's fine.
Before we get too far, I realized I was wrong. It wasn't It was an 8d6. It was 16d6.
All right, add another 8d6, Abby.
Good for her.
18.
But
Nice. So that would bring you
Not
up
the
to
4
78
ones.
points of damage.
Yeah,
All right.
that's.
Nim, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, next up is Dr. Alavant Salagoza. First things first,
I refuse
he's
to believe
going
that's
to
his name.
use his Command Think Tank free action.
free action.
Yes. So he is going to command the think tank to mix 2 of his mutagens into his chemical cocktail item. And then he's going to spend 1 action to ingest both of them, gaining the effects of the Major Drakeheart mutagen, as well as, I think for you all, it would be best to add a Major Quicksilver mutagen. So effectively, he now gets a +4 bonus to, he gets +7 to his AC, bringing his AC up to now 37.
Shit.
And then he also gets a bonus of +4 to reflex saves and ranged attack rolls, and a boost of 20 feet to their speed. However, normally, Lynx, you know this, mutagens would cause a drawback, but his mutagens are perfected for his physiology, so he does not suffer any of the drawback effects of them.
Oh!
Huh.
It's an alchemist ability.
Interesting.
All right, now then with his next action, he is going to jump down right in front of you, Nimbus.
That's fair.
This will have a -1 to it because of your thing, but then he will take his claw, which you see is what appears to be very similar to something Chip would use, a gauntlet with needles.
Ooh.
What's that? Copyright infringement? You'll hear
and,
from my lawyers?
Goes to stab it into your gut.
Ooh!
Does a 39 hit?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, can you take 26 slashing damage?
Yes.
And I now need you to make me a fortitude save against the Cerulean Scourge. It's a poison.
All right. Fort save.
Yep,
Let's
DC
go. Let's go. Let's
36.
go. Nope.
All right, so
That's
that's a failure.
critical
So you are
save.
now poisoned.
Yup.
So you are immediately going to take 96 poison damage.
Yup.
Oh, boy.
For 27 poison damage.
Oof.
One
Very
action
cool.
to stride, 1 action to strike, and then 1 more action to try to take a bite out of you. Ooh, a 39.
Good
But damn.
lord. Again?
You got
I
a
mean,
10.
obviously.
Okay, take 35 piercing damage.
Whew.
How you doing there, Nim?
Drink
Triple
blood.
digits, but. All right. What's another fort save?
Yep.
It is another fort save.
It requires an athletics check against the creature's
Yes, I have to
fort
make an
DC.
athletics check against your fort DC. Give me a moment.
Ah, okay. So it needs a 34 or higher.
42.
God damn. All right. Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, you will become drained 1,
Yup.
and he's going to get 21 HP. 21, 36. And then his fast healing was also in effect. There we go. And that is his turn. Garl.
All right. I'm going to try something here. So Garl, for one thing, is going to try and use up the guy. Well, actually, no, this wouldn't use up his AO because I'm not moving out of his combat range. I'm just going to move up behind him. And I'm just going to growl at this guy who is intimidated by me. Or I guess it would have gone away at the end of his turn.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, so you like alchemy, huh? And I'm going to use 2 actions to slap a hand on the ground and cast Pass Wall. And I'm going to try and drop him in the pit.
Okay.
So rather than being horizontal into a wall, it's going to be 10 feet down.
I love that. It's great. As you do it, he just grabs onto the wall and sticks to it because he has a climb speed.
Yes, but he's going to have to do that on his turn, doesn't he? He doesn't have a reaction that he can grab things.
You can grab an ledge as a reaction.
Does he have that?
And anyone can do it. It's how you stopped people from falling off a cliff on Monday.
Oh. I admit I wasn't paying attention to that part.
Yeah. And it's a DC 15, but they'll critically succeed. So yes, they will catch themselves. They're still down 5 feet from you now, but they're, like, if you've ever seen The Grudge, they're, like, against the wall.
Ew.
All right, well.
Their head just twists and turns and looks up at you.
That's fine. And unfortunately, that's my whole turn because Pass Wall is 2 actions, so.
Oh, I'll get that last.
Alrighty, next up is our lovely Augmented Huntress. As I said, they were not fully repaired, so...
How long does Pass Wall last?
Oh, a little while. I'll
will
look it up.
go-
Once Roll20 allows me to have my screen back.
Maybe
There we
someday.
Alright, so Garl, they're going to stride to you, and then this one's going to try to mark you. So does a 47 beat your will DC?
Yes.
Okay, you are demoralized, so you're frightened one of this creature. And
All right.
you're now huntresses marked.
I remember this.
Yep. But that's their turn. This one's going to go. They're going to come and stride up to you, Lynx. And
What's up?
to mark you.
It technically lasts an hour or until I choose to end it.
Interesting.
I think they will critically succeed with a 50.
Probably.
Cool. You're still you're frightened too, but yeah, the mark is the more important thing. And then it will be your turn, Lynx.
Hold on, I just want to double check what Frightened is actually taking for me.
It just gives you a -2 to your AC and attack rolls against that creature.
Weird. Anyway. Where is it? You can step 10 feet with Elf Step
Elf
to
Step.
disengage. And we're gonna go for 1-2 on Bad Bastard.
On blue.
Yeah.
All right. Both of those will hit.
Yes. I would like a nice, delicious fortitude save.
Sure thing. 33.
That will fail.
All right. What effects are you using your debilitating bomb for?
That is a good question. I forget every single week, and I feel very stupid because of it. Oh my god, I'm sorry. What is... It's not stupefied. Is
Oh,
it
Will, just as a point of clarity, it's not an acrobatics check to grab an edge. It's just a reflex save.
Oh. My bad. His reflex save is stronger than his
Yeah.
athletics, though, so...
Yeah, I don't even know what the DC is, just for future.
Oof.
Enfeebled, too. All right.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
bad baby.
And
That's
I'm assuming the doctor
pretty
will take
good.
that 16 splash damage as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, is that your turn, Lynx?
Yeah.
All right, Corellia, you're up.
I'm gonna see if I can nerf them all a little more. And this gets all of the enemies, but none of my allies.
All right, I'd like you to
Love
say, as you're
that.
saying this, say nerf this.
Nerf
No.
this.
No. No.
Fair enough.
No.
Okay, and what type of damage is this doing?
It doesn't do damage, but it can possibly drain them. So they need to roll, since they're within the 60-foot emanation, they need to roll a fortitude saving throw.
Huh. Okay, so the augmented huntresses are immune to drain.
Damn it.
So they won't be affected. But fun fact, vampires not innately immune to drain.
Nice.
Nice.
But he does have a +4 to this. 46.
F.
46, he probably succeeds. Let me double check my spell thing. Yeah, my spell DC is 37.
All right, so it's not a critical success, but it is a success. So
He's drained 1.
He's drained
Drained
1,
one.
which means that he will just lose 18 hit points.
That's the turn.
Well, he loses hit points equals to his CR.
Delicious.
Delectable.
Is that your turn, Corellia?
That is my turn. That was a 3-action spell.
Nimbus, Evangeline, Amalthea, Saint
Say it
Altair.
right, or keep my name out of your goddamn
I need
mouth.
to get it right because I'm going to be saying it a bunch when we're in Treladar.
Yeah, you are. So
Which
put
is
some
why I need
respect
to,
on
I'm
it.
trying to practice it.
Evangelina mouthful.
Please move over.
Evangeline, a mouthful.
Evangelina mouthful. All right. I'm gonna have a super easy turn. I'm still in setup mode. We're gonna do regenerate on myself so that I can stay here. And then we're going to sustain interstellar void.
All right.
Fail.
44.
It's a success, but still. It's not a crit success, so they do take
16.
something like that, yeah. All right, so I'm
Nice.
putting 15 hit points back on me.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a
Want to
question.
move away from the pit?
Nope.
Oh,
Frightened
boy.
condition goes down by 1 at the end of each of the
At the end of your
victim's
turn.
turns, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty.
double-checking,
Oh,
thank you.
Nimbus, make me a fortitude save against the poison that's going through your veins.
What is the DC?
The
Yes,
DC
eventually,
is
I'll tell you.
36.
Okay. He is 16 or higher, I think. Hey!
Yay!
Hey, you managed to fend it off.
Hallelujah.
She's
All right, well,
a girl boss.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
She do cartwheels.
This is the smart
Okay, I'm
thing.
moving my
They're
character
going
to-
to provoke an AO from you, Garl, as they move up over here if you want to take it.
I'm actually going to use that to do no escape, and I'll just follow them.
All right. As you follow them, says, "Yes, excellent. A worthy test subject. Why don't you do my bidding for a bit?" And they're going to attempt to dominate you.
Kinky.
Who could have predicted this? All right, 36, you say?
Yep, will save.
All right, I do get a +2 to whatever this is.
Yep.
35.
Do you want to use your hero point?
Oh,
Hmm.
You have a 50% chance to do better.
Yeah, I'll use my hero point. Chad, if you want to send another one to prevent me from dying later, that would be nice. But I'm going to try. Nope.
Dang.
Well, it appears as though
Let me check my feats to make sure there's nothing else going on here.
I have a Garl under my control.
I hate it here.
Interesting.
Doop-a-doop. Alright, let's just double check what I can do with Dominate. Okay, so failure. It has the controlled condition, and it can attempt a will save at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
The controlled condition means that I get all your actions.
Cassandra, I see what you're up to.
So, with that, Garl, it's your turn.
I mean, you say my turn, but...
And what they're going to do is they're going to have them they're going to use their mental abilities to look into your brain. And they're going to get a memory, and they're now before you is Elisandra. And instead of your friends have been replaced with like horrible evil creatures. Elisandra looks terribly injured, and there is what appears to be 2 other creatures that are like the android people that are trying to like fend off these like terrible shadow creatures.
So true.
I don't feel this particularly necessary. It's just dominate. It's
Yeah, I
not
know,
like an
but-
illusion. You can just tell me what to do.
Garl, kill the Oracle.
Which one?
Now I'm rocked by indecision now because I don't know which one.
The one that is fatiguing me.
All right. Well, I will move over there. And I will just make 2 swings with my sword.
Please do.
One-handed. Where is it?
Wait, technically, does Dominate give me full control over your actions?
I mean, I would think so, but
Then, in that case, your second action will be raging into negative energy damage.
Ooh.
okay. Okay, so 1 hit then.
1 hit on.
I'm only going to swing one-handed though.
Fair enough.
31.
That is a miss.
All right.
Okay, and at the end of my turn, do I get to make my will save
Yep, you
now?
can make a will save.
Yes.
40.
There we go.
Garl, you are no longer out of it. I will say you are currently raging with negative energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Sorry. Alrighty.
Well, it's just hard mode now, maybe.
Which one is this? As it starts its turn, it's going to take this persistent damage.
7. Okay. Okay, and then they're going to come up to Garl. And 1 action, hatchet. 47 to hit you, Garl.
That will, I'm pretty sure, crit.
Ooh, 64 damage then.
Oh, them critting on a 14.
Plus 11 extra precision becomes 22. So 80,
Hold on.
89 in total.
Wow.
Oh,
89 total. Oh, but I'm raging now, so
You are.
I will minus 5 from that. So sorry,
Nice.
how much was the total?
89.
Okay, so. Okay.
And then second attack will go into you as well. 40.
That will not crit.
Okay, so just 25.
So 20.
Alright, this one's going to go. Hi, Lynx.
Hey, buddy.
How would
I
you
don't remember. Are these puppet things undead?
Yes.
Okay.
That's-
38 to hit you, Lynx.
That's just going to hit.
27 lovely bits of piercing, and then an extra 11 precision, so for a total of 38.
Ow.
And second attack. 32.
That misses.
Alright, and then we'll go to your turn.
Elf Step looks very campy for what it's worth. Lynx is in fact doing like a full 360 step to
He's serving
disengage.
camp.
He's serving camp.
A little set ball change.
A little, yes. She gets it. She gets it.
It's a little bit
Ugh,
tropo-y.
I love Machinaratnan.
Thank you.
Hold on,
As
let me.
do I.
I forgot to keep inventory count last turn, and I don't like cheating.
No
That's
worries.
so valid.
It is a shame that I didn't get to attempt to claw strike Garl with that, because the cerulean poison would be cool to get on Garl.
We're gonna go for a Blight Bomb and then a Frost Vial. Both on. The first one misses, doesn't it?
The first one will miss, but not critically. The second one will hit.
What if I hero pointed the first one, like just for fun?
Yeah, you could do that.
I think I'm going to.
Go for it. And who are you attacking again? Red?
Blue.
Blue? Okay, you're focus firing. That will still hit. They only have an AC of 30.
That
Like I said,
makes me
because you guys,
so hard.
because you all beat them up enough in the first encounter, they're a little bit weaker this time around.
I would like another fort save.
Sure thing. 29.
Yes, that is the sexiest failure I think I've ever seen in my life. Can I reimpose?
Thank you,
Enfeebled,
chat,
or can
for
I
the
just double
hero
up
point.
more on it?
You can reimpose it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for reimposing Enfeebled 2.
Okay.
Just because I can't remember
And
if
then
it
your
like
splash has a
decreases
range
per
of 10
turn.
feet now, right?
It is 15.
Ah, oh right. So then in that case, I think that can get all the enemies. Yep.
Oh, it does! I actually didn't
Nice.
think it would. Yeah, I
That's-
doubled up on some feats.
I
that-
didn't want to cheat, so I wanted to check.
No, you're cool.
All right. Is that your turn, Lynx?
That is everything I can do.
Corellia.
I don't know if it's any possible or something, but Garl is fairly hurt, guys.
Got you. So seeing all her friends are at a bit of a disadvantage right now with all their conditions and stuff, she reaches with her inner spelling and moment of renewals. Everybody.
Hot
Her
Hot.
name. So any conditions should be like gone now, and everybody's back to full HP.
Wow.
Holy crap!
That's a spell.
That's a spell.
That's a
Amelia,
divine
you're
spell.
all right, I see the condition, like you're temporarily immune for 1 day, so you can't spam that.
Yeah.
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 But
Like a
damn!
one a day
Damn.
mega elixir.
Damn.
That's so incredible.
That's clutch.
Wow.
Hot damn.
I didn't
Also
think
interesting-
anything like that existed.
Also, another condition they put out that it's not overpowered. It's just regaining hit points. It's not doing like positive energy. You're not healing, so you can't
Yeah.
use it to hurt and heal at the same time. So,
Yeah.
but damn.
So
That's
Nim,
spicy.
You're feeling better.
Nim's feeling fantastic. Okay.
That's all I
Damn.
can do.
Okay, we are continuing to sustain Interstellar Void, so if you could make me that fort DC.
37 plus 4 will succeed, but not critically.
But not critically. So he'll take whatever half of 25 is.
14.
And then I think I'm going to quicken spell.
Oh.
a
Y'all are
little
bringing out all the stuff for
righteous
this boss
might.
fight.
Fuck yeah.
Righteous
And
might.
I'm heightening it to 8. So I just put a bunch of shit in chat that just look at the heightened box. And because I quickened it, I should still have 1 action to move directly behind this guy so that Garl can flank on her turn.
Ah.
Delicious.
Oh, I'm also large size now. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I will make
It's
you-
literally like a She-Ra moment.
Delicious.
I once had a cat folk who would have liked you.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's a Catra reference.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
He said there's a lesbian out there for you.
There's a lesbian out
There
there
is.
for Nim.
There's a lesbian out there for everyone. What they're for, not necessarily.
Oh, and my AC is 37 now.
Alright, well, he's going to use his command think tank. Garl, does a 34 beat your... oh god, what DC is it to trip?
Ooh.
I don't think that's reflex.
The think tank is
If it's
casting...
athletics, it doesn't.
Yeah.
The think tank is casting telekinetic maneuver.
Anyone ever play what is it? What was it was the DLC for Fallout New Vegas. Old World Blues, I think, where there was the literal think tank.
This is what this and that kind of inspired this creature.
And here I am thinking, see, here's the problem too. I cannot voluntarily end rage.
It's against your reflex DC.
Oh, reflex?
Yeah.
That will succeed, but not by a lot.
Alright, so you were tripped.
Ooh.
Okay.
They trip you. You're tripped. Then, let's see. Well, Nim, you're right in front of him.
That's fair.
We'll take a chemical claw. 33 only.
Nope.
I'm going to use my hero point my villain point to reroll that. 35.
No.
All right. Second attack. 37.
That will hit, but just barely.
Okay, take 32 slashing.
All right.
And then I need you to make me another fortitude save against Cerulean Scourge.
Sorry, give me 1 second to keep track of HP.
No worries.
That's a fort save.
Yep.
Come on, fortitude. Yeah, fortitude.
Let's see. He has one more action. He's going to stride.
Ugh, coward.
You know, I'm okay with that.
Jump
Coward!
down to Abby. Hello, Corellia. Long time no see.
Apparently, because I don't remember you.
So, I have to get around the idea of I literally cannot damage these guys now. Because any attack I do will heal them. But there are things I can do that are not attacks. So I'm going to stand up. I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to try and shove the thing down the pit.
Roll it!
Nice.
More pit pushing.
36 against their fort DC.
Boop! They're in a hole.
Okay. And that they have no climb speed, if I remember from
They do
memory.
not. Their
And sadly,
weakness,
that is my turn.
Their weakness was a hole.
Me too.
Isn't
So
it
at
a
least-
weakness for us all?
One less of them for the moment.
They're just like jumping at the edge of it. Rah, 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 and they're just like scraping at the wall. That'll be all 3 of their
I
actions.
hate it here.
Lynx, this one's going to focus fire you. $36 to hit you, Lynx.
That'll hit.
33 piercing plus an additional. So 44 damage for the first strike. Second strike. 30 to hit.
That will not hit.
And it will be your turn.
As he double steps away one more time, can't you figure out that I don't want to dance with you right now? And just casually drops a few bombs into the pit. We're gonna go for one last alchemist's fire at this poor asshole.
Hits.
Who, by the way, sorry, is taking. This is the acid flask and the alchemist fire.
That body will melt.
Nice. Oh.
Perfect.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, there's an opening in the pit. There's a vacancy.
And then this is still attack number 2, even though it's on a separate target, right? I'm not remembering that
still attack
incorrectly.
number 2. You're
Cool, and it is going to be on this poor guy.
That'll hit.
I would like a fort save, please.
Sure thing a ring. How does a whopping 38 sound?
That succeeds, but what I'm going to do instead is just say fuck you and activate that.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically so that I can use True Debilitating Bomb to impose minus 25 foot penalty to movement speed
So they have a minus
altogether.
35 now. And
Nice.
as you're doing it, as you like think in Arinari's notes, you just hear in the back of your head, "Yes, Lynx, do it like that."
Ooh.
He very much just focuses.
Cassandra, you're stuck between the stairwell and Nosferatu. What would you like to do?
I'm going to get really fancy with my spell work to put them at a disadvantage.
Good
I
for her.
hope. And then I'm going to, at a level 8, cast Searing Light and hope for the best.
Hot.
Nice.
That will hit.
Nice.
Sweet, and that's an extra 20d6 damage.
Roll
Hell
it.
yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Let me just advance that roll.
If you go /R20d6, it will /R space 20d6. It will roll them all in one. You just have to type it into chat.
Delicious.
So it's
Tasty.
70, 80, 90, 100, 111 damage.
Look at that. It's like a Wordle score.
Spicy.
I didn't like that.
You weren't supposed to.
Imagine how much that upsets us.
Nimbus.
All right, we're moving here. Actually, I have a 10-foot reach, so I can move here.
Yeah.
I can move to a place where he can't hit me, but I can hit him.
It just means he goes after Corellia.
Well,
I
he's
wanna
fascinated with her anyway, so.
He could do that anyway.
And then I'm gonna smack.
Roll the smack.
I'm gonna
Nice.
smack for 43 damage.
That
For
will-
43.
That will hit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be 25 regular damage and 5 good damage.
He takes the
Nice.
30 on the chin.
And
Nimbus
then
smash.
going to sustain Interstellar.
All right. I will make a fort save. He has a +4 to this. 29 will fail for 24. Nice. Not all
Nice.
damage though, because he has resistance to it, but a fair amount.
Thanks, Nim.
All right. Is that your turn, Nim?
Yeah.
All right. Then in that case, he needs some hit points back. So Corellia, 37 to hit you.
Yes.
Great. Take 34 piercing damage, and then he's going to make an athletics check against your fortitude DC.
Oh no. I need to find out what my fortitude DC is.
It's your
It's
fort
just-
save plus 10.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I misclicked last time. Oops. I misclicked last time. So I
We
get
forgive
for
you.
Not wearing my glasses. So 48.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, I guess so.
All right, you are drained 1, and he's going to get 21 hit points plus that, so 36. Back.
I don't like being drained.
Then he's going to slash at you with his claw. 28 only.
Does not hit.
And then one more claw attack. 24.
Nope.
Garl.
Garl does not like what she is seeing down there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And because I still can't damage things, Garl is going to attempt to grapple the vampire.
Ooh.
Grandpa.
33.
And grapple is against...
Grapple
Fortitude.
is against Fortitude DC.
Awesome. That will succeed.
All right, you are
Hey.
grabbed but not restrained. So anytime you want to do a manipulate action while grabbed, you have to succeed at a flat D5 check. You are flat-footed and immobilized, technically.
Fair enough.
So you
That's-
can't move from that space. And now, with my remaining action, I'm going to attempt to drag you away from Corellia.
All right.
I don't know what the check for that is. Is it a contested athletics?
I would say it is... Yeah, it's just an athletics check against their fortitude.
Please keep him within 10 feet of me if you
I'm
can.
just dragging him away from Corellia, that's all.
You will need a critical success to move him 10 feet.
37.
That is a success, not a critical success. So you can move him
Yeah,
5 feet.
I'm dragging him off. I'm putting like just the 5 feet of space between. I want to put him like here, just 5 feet of space between.
Valid.
That way he's not in melee with Corellia and still within 10 of Nims, and I'm still holding him by
Yeah.
the wrist like a naughty child at the zoo.
Hi, Lynx.
That's an image.
He still has movement?
Yeah, he has his base speed is 45.
Damn it.
Yeah, they're fast. 39 to hit you.
And I
Ow.
can't help Lynx.
For 29 plus another 2, so oh wow, minimum damage for only 31.
31, yeah. 109. Yeah.
41
Son of a fuck, yes.
for 21. Hello.
Yeah, I hit him with Frost Vial, so there's no residual damage. Never mind.
All right. Lynx. Thank you.
You can see again, Will.
You can see again. I tried to do the props. It did not work. My eyesight did not help me.
Actually, no. I'm gonna. So first action to step over this way.
Okay.
And call him a not very nice name yet again.
Yep.
Throw another one of these.
That will crit.
Yes, it will. Fuck you. I would like another fort save, please.
52. I just had to quickly do some math to figure out how much damage.
You're good.
you
You're
did.
good.
Fort. 35 only.
That. Oh fuck. That just succeeds actually. And then for my last action, I'm gonna go hide behind Nimbus.
That's fair.
We love a giant woman.
I mean, that's all I want to see. Is a giant woman. A giant woman. Rebecca Sugar won't copyright strike us, right? Cassandra, you're up.
We're
Can
singing
I get some
very
help
off
with my
key,
dance
it's fine.
partner?
Matthew, how dare you?
Level
You
6 Searing Light. So this is going to be another 3 to whatever I roll to hit.
And you hit. Oh, 35 will miss.
It's 35. Technically,
again-
it's 38.
Oh,
Against who? Against who?
Against vampire.
you have him
He's
restrained.
flat-footed because I'm
yeah,
holding
he's
him.
flat-footed.
Yeah.
That will hit because Garl's holding
Yeah,
him.
Take it!
he's flat-footed and he's fatigued, so that would be, if his AC was 37, it would now be 35.
Yes. And that's another.
I'm recreating my favorite bit of Grog in The Legend of Vox Machina, where he holds the vampire still and sunbeams to death.
And that's exactly what happens.
Teamwork!
Make the dream work.
As you go at him, the pendant around his neck begins to like glow, and it just shatters. And normally, vampires, when they die, they enter into a mist form. However, his body just turns to dust.
Also, I think the hitting with the sunbeam would probably counteract the smoke anyway.
And as his
That's how
body
you usually-
turns to dust, everyone in this room drops.
Cassandra, like from the stairwell, goes, "Is it over?"
Everyone in the room drops?
Not everyone, just like all the corpses drop from but
Okay.
like you don't drop. Just
Carl has a very interesting looking sunburn now, but
Nosferatu, dude.
that's pretty funny.
Thank you.
I'll give you that one.
I think then I will have to drop Righteous Might because you're not really supposed to be speaking in battle form. This battle form has a mouth, but not all of them do.
Nim, you look great.
Thank you. I've been practicing this spell. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't suppose anybody knows how to help the girls.
Well,
Where
one
did
of them is
They
good.
go.
How are we supposed to fix that?
I did not realize, out of character, that that's what the Huntresses were. I don't know why.
Had a feeling you might not realize what was going on because you were, yeah.
Megs, would you like to retcon your gooification of the one huntress?
Like if there's any way that I could have potentially frozen
Yeah,
her,
I
maybe,
would have totally allowed
perhaps.
it. We will retcon your gooification of her. I'm not
Felt
going-
real stupid, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not going to be a dick and sit on technicality on this one. As much as I could be.
The one time that I don't verify what a boss is.
Can I be regular sized again?
Oh, sure. Boop.
Thank you.
No worries.
But I feel like that was Nim talking to Desna. Desna, can I be regular
Can I be
That's-
regular sized again?
On a side
Thank
note,
you.
for like a split second while Nim is in their battle form, behind them, and I hope you don't mind me slightly flavoring this for you a little bit. but one of the ways that I'm justifying the AC boost that Battle Form gives Nim is that it also boosts Merle. And Merle
Giant
had
owl.
their feathers wrapped around you as like extra armor.
Cosmic owl looking ass.
Oh, sweet boy.
Will,
Merle.
Garl.
as the vampire crumbled the dust in my arms.
Yes, would you like to collect some vampire dust? It's very good for poisons of...
No, but because this isn't technically a corpse, I can disturb it without going anathema to my instinct. I'm going to sift through it to find something for links, because alchemists, maybe they have something that can be repurposed.
They do, in
for
fact.
links.
They have an item called the Chemical Cocktailer, which I haven't finished putting the description into Roll20 yet, but I can tell you what it does.
On a cocktail set, links, you want it?
Links, what it does is this. It boosts your intelligence by 2.
Ooh.
And on top of that, it allows you for one action to mix 2 of your alchemical bombs together into a singular bomb.
Oh!
That
But what
bomb
about his
has to
emotional
be used
intelligence?
immediately. Otherwise, it's like too unstable and explode. But basically lets you get 2 bombs for one action.
I also am too unstable and will explode.
Mood. All
Yeah.
right. Can I start looking around the room for notes and such?
Oh, there's
That-
tons of notes.
This might take a while.
As you are looking around the room, you do hear a smashing of the skylight. As a
Wolfman.
bat flies through and then poofs into a humanoid form.
Oh, it's
I hope it's Mother Triselda.
It is Mother Triselda.
I was afraid it might be the Gorgon lady back from the dead.
In her hand, you can see a bunch of like wooden like things that have just been broken. Her hands are bleeding a little bit. It occurs to me that you may not know where they kept the coffins. Luckily, they didn't move them since I lived here.
Ah, yes, we should probably finish the job before doing anything else.
Yes, I have.
Oh, congratulations. And what of Matron Veniesna?
Well, let's test this out, shall we? She closes her eyes for a moment and snaps her fingers. Should only be a few moments. And then coming up the stairs in a single file, very orderly line, and then standing in front of you all in like, you know how like kindergartners will line up outside of like a school before they go into the school? It's like that. She goes and says, "Do you mind if I jump into the throne? I think this would be more dramatic that way."
As you wish.
Thank you. She just kind of sits down. Yeah, they all line up. Things that come up there. Number 1, a battalion of rays. However, each of the
Nim
rays,
shudders involuntarily.
each of the rays has 3 arms.
What?
Yes.
Where's the third one coming from?
Flesh grafting.
No, but like
Wait,
where
but
on the
like where
body?
on their personages?
So arm, and then arm.
Oh,
Like a ugh.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
like a reading light.
Yeah, like a reading light, but a hand.
Ray reading. Come on now. Don't be
Oh.
mean.
Oh.
Then also walking up is a beautiful alchemical golem.
Define beautiful.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Well, like crafting.
I have a
it's
name.
beautifully made. And then lastly, a certain matron mother, as well as 2 very dull-looking men, kind of like with 5 o'clock shadow and like hunched backs and large clubs.
Hot.
Dull or doll?
Dull, D-U-L-L.
Okay,
Like
thank you.
just very plain and boring-looking men.
Okay.
I too am a dull-looking man.
I think you're a doll-looking man.
I think that you're a good liar.
All right.
I am,
well,
but not in this particular scenario.
first of all, the children of the former Sildon house. Do you all have any preference as to what happens to them?
Nim will do a quick once-over to see if any of them are, like, the specific couple of cousins we met.
None of them are.
Can we? Is there like a farm upstate they can go and live?
This is like
live free.
this is a fresh batch.
Ooh, I
Yes.
do not like that language.
We could. I
Fresh
could
batch
send
of
them. I
rays.
could send them up. I could send them to a remote sort of home for them. That could work.
Wherever they will make the least amount of trouble.
I will send them to a farm upstate.
Fabulous.
They go running.
Literally,
down the
not-
stairs.
That's what Mama said happened to the dog.
There's now just going to be this like peaceful farming village that is going to have an army of 3-armed rays to do field work.
That,
Same.
you know what? Good for her.
Good for them.
I'm glad they have like a peaceful post-wartime life.
A chemical
Violet Evergarden
golem.
could never.
Lynx, if you'd like, you can have this one. Golem, collect your control rod and bring it up here. And the golem leaves for a little while. And then she looks to the matron mother. Now, I would say your punishment would be similar to the fairy tales that we read the children, but I know you've never read one to them.
Didn't read them.
It seemed a little unnecessary. I'm not going to mince words here.
No, let her do her thing.
Okay.
Go and sit on the table over here, matron mother. She moves up and she sits on the table. And then you notice now, like, that table has some chains on it to, like, raise it up to the roof. Clearly they have lightning strike into them for mad science purposes.
Mm-hmm. So
It should
true.
be daylight soon, and I do believe that my father blessed you. So, she commands the two men to start raising the table. Lie there, and don't move.
Wow.
All right. Now that grim business is taken care of.
Too kind an end for her, if you ask me, but a fair end.
But now that grim business is taken care of, thank you.
Of course. There is, of course, the business of the young girls and
Excuse me.
ideally how to restore them to.
Yes, I fear that their bodies may be beyond restoring them, but there is ways around that. And she begins basically like pulling out notes. If I know my fault, yes. And she starts flipping through. Yes, okay. She opens another drawer and she pulls out what appear to be like these two like stone things. And then she pulls out another one. These are the catalysts they use to separate their bodies, souls, and minds. If I'm right, if I put a little bit of power into these, and the stones begin to glow, the souls and the minds can return to them. So now it will just be a matter of finding a proper vessel.
I wonder if an efficient use of the regenerate spell might be able to restore them to their former persons? Maybe in combination with something like organ sight?
Possibly. However, I do also have a solution in mind, if it's amicable to you all. There's a scale scribe who's a oddities merchant.
Yes, actually. We ran into them on our very first night here.
Yes, they are a wonderful doll maker. They've made many human-sized dolls. It would be an artificial body, but it would be a body.
I don't know how I feel about that. Putting these poor girls in a body that will never age. They'll never get to grow up and make a family of their own.
Would have to agree.
Is there an alternative, though?
I don't know.
There is some
be a
powerful
very-
magics. They are almost exclusively held within the vaults of Treladar, and I do believe there are a few artifacts up north in Lutania that hold capabilities that have the ability to grant wishes. That's something that we could use.
We certainly could.
Well, we might be here for a little while anyway. I'm certain I can at least try the regenerate method. Maybe nothing will come of it, but it can't hurt to try.
I'm very happy that you're willing to do so.
Of course. No, quite honestly, I was hoping to stay here a little longer if you wouldn't mind the imposition. There are, hundreds of people imprisoned in those stone statues. And someone has to free them.
I wonder how many dreams were lost.
She kind of sits for a moment. Yes. I may need to wait for some time, though.
Why is that?
The hill that they make currently supports.
Yes, I suppose we might need to erect some scaffolding.
Currently supports the building that we are in.
I can lift things.
Entirety of this nation's wealth concentrated into one place. Getting rid of this hill would be a quite literal economic crash. So I would need time to remove all the assets from this manor.
Well, like I said, I wonder if we couldn't replace the stone statues with something else. Certainly there must be some spell or, like I said, some sort of scaffolding that we could use.
If you want a more mechanical solution, Lynx could always make a crafting check.
I certainly could.
Crafting check.
Roll to architecture.
Crafting check.
Also, I'm not sure if I need to roll for this, but while people are trying to solve this very important problem, I'm also looking around the room if there's any other loot.
Yes, there's a fair amount of loot, actually. There's a formula book.
Oh, now hold on. It's a book, so I immediately give it to Cassandra.
And you know what? I understand.
Inside is a whole bunch of alchemical formulas, basically every single elixir that's ever been made, as well as notes that imply that this man is, as old as he is, the father of modern alchemy.
I whispered to Garl, I'm like, Lynx could probably get a lot of use out of this.
We don't claim Sigmund Freud.
I hand the book to Lynx then.
Yeah, so
He
Lynx,
pops it open.
You now have every formula. Have fun with that decision paralysis.
You just cursed this poor boy.
I did.
I'm concerned with all the stuff Will's giving us.
Every formula? Does that include their levels of formula?
Yes, you have access to every formula now.
What? Damn.
If it's if it's a formula that I per se should not have until next level 17 or higher.
Well, this is actually what I'm going to say. Congratulations also on level 17 tonight.
Oh, dang.
That's actually what I was afraid of.
It's kind of a question asked and answered.
Why were you afraid of that? Isn't that the best possible response?
There's so many decisions I have to make.
Pick a theme and just stick with it to the exclusion of all else.
Ah!
I'm an acid man now. Only acid.
I will say, after fighting a mutagen alchemist, I kind of want to try building a mutagen alchemist.
Mutagens are fun.
Mutagens imagine specifically a very large party in Pathfinder and having a specific mutagenist for the party.
I will warn you that the mutagen alchemist isn't the best until you get the level 20 ability that causes your mutagens not to have the downside effect.
Yeah, I believe it. But still, that...
You can call it Shimmer.
So it's the Oracle Alchemist, where you debuff yourself to buff yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, kinda.
It's a very cool alchemist build, though. But that's beside the point. Also in this room she will offer you a mount from the treasury.
A mount?
An amount totaling to 10,000 gold pieces in total.
Wow.
God
Wow.
damn.
Wow.
She does mention that is like 1% of this country's GDP.
Literally so true.
That says something a bit more about this country.
So that's 2,500 for each of us.
Gold,
Wow.
right?
Gold.
I actually have money now.
We have our money.
Gold becomes goods. Basic economic alchemy.
Yes, and then those goods and the gold slowly make their way down to the common folk, yes?
No, that doesn't
Oh
work.
no, that's
Basic
trickle-down
capitalism
economics. Treladar
alchemy.
tried that; it did not work.
Trickle-down-
Treladar would be like big believers of trickle-down.
Oh, they are. They
Trickle
are.
down.
Ronald Magen was a huge politician.
Shut the fuck up!
I'm glad he's dead.
They have like a full-on museum for him in Trelladar.
You will burn it to the ground.
Every now and again, something is truly said on this stream that makes me crave a cigarette so bad. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
That's so valid, bestie.
Cassandra's just gonna curl up on the floor in her like big old robe and like wrap it around her and just like take a nap. She's
she
tired. She
Good for
almost
her.
died like once at least.
What was I gonna say? Also, we should probably go check out the vault.
Uh-huh.
The 10k gold is from the vault.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
She
we
is
find
willing,
perhaps?
She is willing to part with one rare magical item from the vault for each of you. So this vault is all-encompassing. So in our downtime between sessions, pick a rare magical item, and that's what you'll get from it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get a rune
Hot
in
and
my skin.
dangerous.
I will figure out something. There's gotta be there's something for casters. I'll find it.
Yeah, that will be like an off-screen thing. Let's see. So other than that and that, she's more than happy to put you all up while you're here. And if you want to go through the process of de-statufying everyone, I believe we did the math off-stream, McKenna. It was around 3.5 months to do that.
Oh,
It was I believe it was like 69 days almost exactly because I was like nice.
Nice.
But that is with the help of a certain divine caster who is not yet here. I can do it. Oh, I guess at level 17 I might get an additional. I think I can do it 10 times a day.
So
Which
hypothetically,
means
Abby could also
Cassandra can do it.
10 times a day.
No, Cassandra gets one extra spell per spell level. As a lore oracle. Lore oracle slaps,
Loracle.
man.
Oracle slaps.
The like oracle mystery benefits, I get like a 10 physical resistance. That fucking slaps. And
And then
Cassandra
you
gets
slap.
extra spell slots. That fucking slaps. I
And then you slap when you go into Oracle form.
sure fucking do.
I wish you wouldn't
1,
slap
2,
me.
3, 4. I think Cassandra would get like 14 spells a day.
It's really hot.
So that would be 24 total. And if a certain divine caster joined us and learned the spell, that would be 28 total.
Yeah.
He,
So
who's the divine caster?
1,735 divided by 28 is. That's how many. statues make up.
1,725 divided by 8.
61. So a little over 2 months. Actually, 2 months exactly. Keep in mind, Cassandra, if we stay here a little bit longer, we might be able to, with our lower level spells, restore some of those books in the library.
ooh. I like restoring books.
Nimbus said the magic words.
Oh, Nimbus of the Vault, give us your wisdom. Restore books. With
Book.
Restore book.
This is good wisdom.
Nimbus thanks Mother Triselda graciously for allowing us to stay. And then shoots ascending to Elisandra and just says, "We were victorious. Meet us here to help out? Question mark? I'd like to see you very much.
Alright.
That's it. That's send. Hit send.
I don't think you get a reply. But the next day, she shows up.
That's fair.
Me.
All right. Well, then we can deal with that when it is, in fact, the next day. I don't know if other people have things that they want to do.
Yeah, you guys just toppled a noble oligarchy that was oppressing the people. So, like, how y'all celebrating this in this newly freed city?
Ooh.
Garl. Garl would like someone to teach her how to dance.
The goblins do throw a big party for you all in the sewers.
Oh, fuck yeah. Sewer party.
If you've ever seen the ending of the original Star Wars trilogy where the Ewoks threw the big party in the trees.
Boy.
Literally so true. I love that scene.
It's like that, but in the sewers and with goblins.
It's so goofy.
Oh, before I go, Mother Triselda, did you... There was a big to-do about Abigail being the key. Did we ever find out what that meant?
I haven't discovered anything, but I can look into it.
Okay. If you find out anything, please let me know as soon as possible.
I will do so.
Much obliged. Alright, Nim will take some of the notes from the lab to see if she can look over, like maybe if she knows how these mind, body, and souls were separated and changed, maybe if she can understand that, maybe she can undo it with magic. Yeah. We'll see.
You can definitely make some good progress. I will say in the case of Lavania, unfortunately because she was the first one, her body's a little bit too far gone to work with the regeneration strategy, but the other two will work.
I thought Lavania was the one that we had down with the goblins.
She is the one that you had down with the goblins, but her body took, because she was the first one, her body took more damage in the initial process because it wasn't perfected yet.
So in the initial process of creating the Huntresses,
she was damaged beyond being able to go back. But the other two, because they kind of perfected the art, as disgusting as that sounds, you're able to reverse it with the regeneration. Granted, Lavania's you're able to still speak with her spirit through that stone, and Lavania is very okay with the doll solution.
Okay. And then what of the others? Because there was Abigail. I mean, there was a long list of names. There weren't just the three.
Lavania's is gone without repair. Connie and Vanny are both fine now. Abigail's spirit that you all saw, when you go talk to Abigail, she's fine.
Hooray!
Okay.
It's really weird. She's fine. She doesn't even remember. She doesn't, you ask her about it, and it's like, I didn't do anything. I took a nap. I hugged my squid, but I didn't.
Abigail,
I'm glad that's what she remembers, personally.
I don't suppose you know anything about keys, if that...
I like how they jingle when you shake them.
Me too, kid.
I don't know. You jumped into my mind a while back. If you did that again...
If that's all right with you, I would like to try that, but only if you're okay with it.
Yeah, of course.
All right, I'm gonna make a little jumpy jump.
All right.
Little incision into the brain.
You do your jumpy jump.
Just a little touch.
And you do in fact find a keyhole.
What? In her memories?
In her memories. And as you move into that keyhole, Nim, you find yourself in a vast plane of just flatness and dark and gray. If you want, you can make me an Arcana or Religion check.
Fuck yeah, I will. Religion does not take it away. 40.
This is the plane of death.
Oh.
What? What? Can with a 40? Can you elaborate on that?
It's the plane of death. She appears to be a direct connection to the plane of death.
Use
for
the
her.
silver key.
Okay, what does that mean?
Like, if you needed to access the plane of death, you could enter through her.
It's giving
As a
girl
catalyst.
boss.
Okay, first of all, why would one need to enter the plane of death?
Well,
Second of all,
allow me to finish the vision that you're getting here. As you enter this like flat black plane, in the distance you can see a structure with some skeletal figures hovering about it.
It's continuing to
At
give
the
girl
center of the
boss.
structure is a light, is like a large bright light that appears to just be holding there floating. As you see this light, the skeletal figures begin floating towards you, and it is a Grim Reaper and 4 lesser deaths.
should I know what that means?
It's literally the Grim Reaper.
And 4 lesser deaths?
And 4 lesser deaths, which are like lesser Grim Reapers, like Grim Reapers in training. Here's what the Grim Reaper looks like.
From this, can I surmise that this is some sort of temple, if not the home of the Lord of Light?
You
Delicious.
could surmise that
I love
it has
him.
something to do with it.
Nutritious.
I think the
Perhaps-
Grim Reaper is a funky little man.
Perhaps something attached to him, but who knows? But then the vision will end.
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk away from the Grim Reaper and
literal
his
Grim
4 lesser deaths.
And none of the lesser deaths have pistols, sadly.
I don't know what that's a reference to.
Soul Eater.
Don't worry
Huh?
about it.
Soul Eater.
Oh, gotcha, okay. All right. Nim pulls her hand away from Abigail's forehead and just says, "You have a beautiful mind. Please keep yourself safe, okay?"
Okay.
All right. I think maybe I will turn in for the night.
Alright, have a good sleep.
Have good dreams there.
She will not. Like, she'll get a long rest, but at what cost?
But at what cost?
But yeah,
Acid flask and frost
the first
vial.
night basically, is there anything else that anyone wants to do in that first night?
Did I learn
Yes.
to dance at the party?
Yeah, Garl, you learn how to do a real nice goblin step dance.
Oh,
Lynx
I was-
is reading the entire time. If anyone sees him, his nose is deep in that formula book.
And it's a really cool formula book, Lynx. Like the notes, you can tell that like a lot of the alchemical weapons you use were created by him.
I want to hate this, but I'm the best alchemist in the world now, so
You are.
You are an alchemical god.
everything about this is truly kind of awful.
You are now Lynx. You are now Nikola Tesla.
Better than the other Tesla.
Yeah.
Don't want
Tesla
to be a
wasn't an
musky
alchemist.
Tesla. In some
That's true.
Vigi games, he was.
Oh, boy.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then other than that, the next day Alessandra arrives and begins working very closely with Nim and Corellia to begin unstatuing people.
It is noble work.
It gets really... It's kind of like... it's a little bit odd because, like, in between that, like, Lynx, you're commanding, basically, you're getting people setting up scaffolds so that the hill doesn't collapse on the people after they get turned from statues and, like, no one gets, like, destroyed. And yeah, after, like, a month of work, things are relatively quiet. Eventually, Gwendolyn comes. It looks like the Viatori have basically turned your base of operations into, like, a mobile sort of, like, helicarrier fleet.
Okay. I'm picturing, like, 4 different airships, all with, like, ropes tied to Gwendolyn's mansion, just, like, hanging out in the middle.
Sure. If y'all want to flavor it like that, we can.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, shield helicarrier, but that works, too.
I don't know what that is.
Hopefully none of you sleepwalk.
Okay.
Walk out the front door, fall. But, yeah. You hear basically that a little after a few weeks, some more intelligence comes that like a whole dragon horde came and attacked the base, the location where the base was, and they found nothing.
And there was no one left behind? No one needed to stay?
There was like a group of like intelligence people that stayed just to see if anything would come of it, but they got out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Trelladar sent like a whole mage battalion. Like they were just like mages like levitating down, raining meteors and things down on the area.
Nimbus very sadly thinks of the small shrine that she built out in the jungle and takes a deep breath and lets it go.
Oddly enough, Nimbus, the scouts will mention that they were taking shelter there and nothing hit it.
Sweet day, isn't it?
Nimbus tries very hard not to cry and fails.
Alessandra like pulls out a handkerchief and just like, Nimbus, please, and she starts like wiping away your tears for you.
Thank you.
Sandra like elbows Lynx when this happens. Like, bah, bah, bah.
I have a question. Since Alessandra is aiding us in the restoration of the people we find, I think Nim would advocate to start with the statues in like the very basement where the Devas were.
Yeah.
To free the Devas as...
No, the Devas were gone. Once big vampire was dealt with, Devas were gone.
Nice.
Okay.
It's like Big Pharma, but so much worse.
Terrible.
But when we get to the Gorgon's old hideout, what is Alessandra's reaction to seeing her own hollow statue?
She just looks at you, Nim, and says, you know, there's a metaphor somewhere here.
A metaphor for what?
Metaphor? Is it an enemy?
Yes, Carl, metaphors are incredibly dangerous.
Alessandra, don't be rude.
They can lead to sentimental feelings, and it's just not a good time for anyone involved.
I mean, she's not saying anything untrue.
She's got a point.
Out of character, I say that.
She just kind of looks at you, Nim, and is like, well, you know, sometimes until things happen in your life, you're just a hollow shell walking about, and then you find a reason. And then she just kind of walks off.
It really do be like that, huh?
Cassandra just slaps Lynx on the shoulder.
He stumbles forward and just kind of goes, wow.
At some point in the proceedings, I think Nim does pull Alessandra aside and is like, at some point, I mean, we never really got a chance to talk after, Arnari's and Gwendolyn's, soiree. People kind of,
barged in at a rather inconvenient time, and then the next morning we were bright and early off to Saragossa. So at some point, it doesn't have to be now, I would like to talk to you about
I think that
everything.
would be a very good thing to do.
Good.
Now it's Lynx that jiggles Cassandra.
You know, you two. I feel like such chopped liver. I'm here too. Says
Arinari?
Yeah.
Lynx
I have
simply
anything in my
pretends he does
spells.
not hear him.
On a side note, Arinari has been helping unpetrify people as well.
Yeah.
He's a divine caster? Since when?
Arinari has secrets.
What the fuck does that mean?
Arinari has
Magic
What are the
items, who
secrets?
knows?
Arinari has magic items specifically to deal with petrification. He can unpetrify 4 people a day.
Good for
That
him.
is
That's very convenient.
He was working. He was working with it. It was one of his research things because, like with Garl,
Oh.
sometimes the crystals would overtake a subject,
Oh.
so you would need to unpetrify them.
Hand
Damn.
over the mouth.
what?
We don't need
Someone
to
say
know
my
everything,
name?
Arinari.
Like there was about there were 4 days where I had to spend a full day unpetrifying Garl sometimes.
Nimbus, whenever it is convenient for her and would be difficult for Arinari to notice her doing it, just press digitates the words "kick me" onto the back of Arinari's outfit.
Good.
Arinari Arinari doesn't notice you do it initially, but once he notices it, he just leaves it.
Haute
Me too,
couture.
honestly. Haute couture.
Haute couture.
Arinari's the type of person who would enjoy that, so it's like I find it. It's a cute little joke.
Ew!
I wish you would.
You would.
So I was able to restore at least Connie and Vanny with the regenerate or
Yes,
insight
and
combo.
Lavania, after about 2 weeks, has a lovely doll made for her. It's based off of one of the stories that her and Abigail were reading about a young woman who wanted to see the stars.
Oh.
That sounds like a wonderful story.
It is. And now Lavania has 4 arms. But
Jesus Christ.
Why?
because the doll.
Why does the doll have 4 arms?
Lavania asked for it?
Why? That leads me back to my
you can
first
hold-
question.
Because
hug
kids are
twice
weird,
as much.
McKenna.
Because
It's not a judgment. I just want to know her line of reasoning.
because book, turn page, turn page.
You know what?
Good for
Nimbus just
her.
turns in Cassandra and goes, "A girl after your own heart, Cassandra."
Honestly, the logic tracks.
And speaking
Lynx
of
kind of
girl
looks
after
over at
Cassandra's
his
heart,
little apparatus.
Once Lavania has like a physical body, Nim, she's read most of the books in the library.
Oh.
So like through
Wow.
that connection, you're all able to restore the entirety of the library's books as well.
Oh, nice.
Fuck yes.
Things are really looking up for you all.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Fuck no.
Oh no.
Why is there oh no? Good things can happen.
Cause I know what that smile means. I know when you look at the camera and go, "Good things are happening for you guys." That is a danger. That is a red flag. Red flag.
I just think we could make scarves with all of those.
Oh.
Garl.
Yes, that is me.
A number of days passed by, but basically the goblins that once were like making up the sewers are forming into like a small like militia and guard led by Margot.
Uh-oh.
Well, like a guard and militia. So like a
I can finally use my warfare lore skill to
yeah, so
train
they
these.
are actually specifically asking for Garl to train them in the ways of pokey,
33.
stabby. Yeah, you get
We
the
start with
goblins.
100 thrusts.
You definitely start the goblins training really well. What's the training regiment look like for them?
Well, first you have to stretch. Stretching is important. And then we just, as we used to do in my Aikido classes, which I miss very much now, we learn how to do the simple things like punches, kicks, falls. Just get those down because everything else can evolve from that. Plus, it helps build discipline and a regimented mind.
Nice. During this time period as well, some news comes from Lutania.
Oh.
Specifically from basically like Lutania newspapers brought down, talking about how an expedition that set out like years before the campaign started has apparently hit a new world, like a new continent.
Oh.
And are beginning to explore that. It's a sort of like arid desert-y bowl type of area. And the first town of Abadar's Scales has been set up.
I love Subaru.
Is it perhaps in the west?
It's in the east. No, wait, northeast. It's in the west, yes, it's in the west.
So it's sort of a western region.
Yes, it's a sort of
The
western
west.
region.
I wonder how it will be won.
The west is full of...
Also, the crystal that popped out of Garl.
Oh. Can we not phrase it like that?
The goblins have made it into a
Just
weapon.
a little wrong.
Just fell right out.
Stop.
I'm not sure how to feel about that.
They've made it into like a warhammer.
Okay, I feel a little better
Like
about
a
it.
crystal warhammer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm not going to lie, Garl, it's not a great weapon for you to use because all it does is it deals negative or positive energy damage depending on like what the what the user wants. It's basically like
That
your
raises weird questions.
It's your rage on a stick.
Rage on a Stick, my next
Rage on
album.
the stick.
But yeah. Eventually the first month ends, and then there's a decision for the party.
Mhm.
You get a letter
Litar.
from Lionberg. Penned by Ascendancy. Addressed to your entire group. Mainly to Nimbus, though. Nimbus, the professor would like for you all to come up to Lionberg at your earliest convenience. Lutania is beginning to fall under the thumb of its current draconic overseers, and though our best efforts have managed to free Lionberg, the other cities will need a little bit more of a guiding hand. Let me know if you can help. Best Ascendancy.
I shoot Ascendancy Ascending as soon as I get it. And it does occur to Nimbus how strange it is that she has gotten this physical letter and not Ascending, because I know he knows Sending. Regardless, I will send him back and just say, we will be on our way as soon as possible. It's good to hear from you. Tell Professor Chip I say hi.
They can reply to Sending, yes?
Of course. 25 words or less.
Will do. Good to hear you as well. Sorry for the letter. Magic no longer comes to me the way it used to.
You're about to run out.
Yeah, that's why. Then he'll just say, but ... Like there's more to the message I knew he couldn't send.
Nim, since she has more spell slots, will just say, but? ... Question mark?
The loss of magic has given me other ways to shine.
Wiggles eyebrows.
I will find Alessandra at my earliest convenience. Alessandra,
Wait, he has more words. Can use my soul as weapon and armor now.
Okay.
Nice.
That's the best way to put it.
Exceedingly rad, actually.
Yeah.
Nimbus will not take another spell slot to respond to that, because that would take more sendings than she has spell slots for to explain. And will, as I said, go to Alessandra and say,
I know this is a touchy subject and we haven't talked about it yet, but, are you aware that there was a disruption in Ascendancy's sorceress abilities?
She is mortified. No, he... Well, it wouldn't surprise me to not tell me, but... No, I was never told.
Okay. I understood that the two of you had correspondence, that I was not privy to, and I was wondering if that was part of the conversation. Again, I'm sorry to bring it up at all. I didn't mean to upset you.
Probably for the rest of that day, she's very distant.
yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Break up with the girlfriend.
But yeah.
Oh!
So yeah, with that, are you guys going to finish off unstatuing people, or are you kind of going to leave Aranari and Alessandra to it? It'll slow it down a little bit, but...
I think it's fair that we stick around to help, personally.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright then, yeah.
I do spend the first month every now and then trying to hook up Aranari and Lynx just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We can maybe next episode, maybe next week we'll just have, like, Salagoza RP.
Salagoza, do we want to do Salagoza Nights next week?
Salagoza
Nights.
Nights!
I would not be opposed.
You know what? That's what we'll do. So join us next week, chat. Thank you all so much for coming
Oh
out
my
tonight.
god.
Join us next week for a RP heavy section that I'm going to call Salagoza Nights.
Salagoza Nights.
You know,
boy.
I would say I hate it here, but I don't.
No Salagoza, no.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
we could have
Funny.
it be. It might be a musical episode now. Join us next week.
Oh,
no! Thank you all so much for coming. Check out our other shows. Schedules
do.
up here on screen, and we'll see you all on the next one.
I
Bye-bye.
can't believe this.
Have a good night, everybody.
Tell me more, tell me more.